All right. Welcome to another episode of PMD Football Talk. Let's go. All right. As
Week
always,
16.
That's right. On to week 16, we ended week 15. But before we get into everything, let me just introduce ourselves. Dustin here, Pat, Mike, ready to talk some football. We were just talking before the podcast. We're curious, everybody who's watching these videos, what's your favorite team? Let me see a like, let me see a comment. Comment your favorite team. We want to know what teams we're trashing. We just want to know, what's your favorite team?
Eagles.
Maybe. I mean, we're kind of in that area, right? Might be a few Ravens, a couple Steelers, one Cowboys fan. But, all right. Well, hey, let's get into it. We just ended week 15. Yet another crazy week. If I do say myself, first game, that Thursday night game, was the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. What do you guys got for me? I mean, 49ers 21, Seahawks 13. 49ers came away with that W.
Well, I picked Seattle. I thought Seattle was going to be able to pull it out at home. I think I talked about the 12th man factor last week, but I keep doubting the 49ers. They're 10-4 for a reason. They're playing well. Brock Purdy seems to fit the system very well. He got a lot of weapons. 49ers with the dub. Looking a little scary going into playoff time.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, the Seahawks have slipped the last couple of weeks. I thought they'd be like third in the NFC.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Gino's just kind of losing a little bit of his magic, isn't he?
Yeah,
I don't
just a
even know
little
if
bit.
it's all Gino.
Well, I don't think it is either. It's just, I mean, some of it, though.
Yeah,
He hasn't been putting up the numbers that we were seeing in the beginning of the year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He's kind of slowing down.
Yeah.
He ain't boiling no more. He's just simmering. You know, they always like to talk about them QBs cooking over there in Seattle. He's just simmering at this point.
just barely hot. Still a little bit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He's in it, but he ain't cooking.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we had Saturday games. That first game, that 1:00 game, Indianapolis Colts going in playing the Vikings.
What a game.
We unanimously thought the Vikings were going to handle this game like no problem. What a freaking roller coaster for both teams. Completely opposite halves, right? I mean, what was the final score? I'm 39 to 36.
Yeah.
39-36. I mean, I don't even think we saw this being that high scoring of a game.
I didn't see 75 points coming up in a game this week.
Yeah, no, neither did I. I mean, the Vikings couldn't have started off any worse than they did in that first half. It seemed like an insurmountable lead, right? I mean, biggest comeback in history, right? In NFL history.
Here's what I got. I feel like this might be a hot take. Matt Ryan was arguably going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Maybe. Depending on who you ask, right? He now holds the two records that you never want to hold.
Right.
Which is the biggest Super Bowl blown lead and the biggest regular season blown lead. I don't even think he could be – I don't even think he's a Hall of Famer anymore. I think he's just tarnished his name. Matt Ryan can't hold a 33-point lead. Obviously, it's not all him. The defense was trash, coaches, whatever. But you can't. You put up 33 points in one half and 3 points in the second half. Get him out. Get him out.
Yeah, it's almost unfair to say that it you know what I mean, it's all on him, right? Because that defense obviously gave up mad points and just huge
And
blown
that's
coverages.
that's
But
absolutely fair.
but the only thing I will say though is he's obviously linked to both of them. So like it's got to be something with him, right? Like that's
Maybe it's his mental. Maybe he goes in the huddle and just drags everybody down the sideline, whatever it is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the play calling tendencies were probably terrible with both of those game scripts too, right? Like they just let the gas off, like some teams do. I mean, I know of a team that's near and dear to my heart that likes to do that. So,
hey, we've all been there a couple seasons or two, you know.
It happens. It happens. You know, shedding a tear.
I was at work, like, so mad. I'm like, I already lost this pick for the week. It was the first game of the day.
Right? I was like, man, I don't know. I wasn't mad about it because we all picked it. And then I was like, you know what? This is hilarious. These guys are getting trashed.
Disbelief. Like I stopped following it after the halftime. I'm like, damn, 33-0. This is crazy. You know, no need to follow this anymore. Next thing you know, they're playing for the game. What just happened?
So who's going to be head coach next year for the Colts? Because they ain't going to be Jeff Sunday.
Jeff Sunday?
I don't know. Jeff Sunday.
He was playing on a Saturday. He still lost.
Dude, it was looking like he was going to win. I was like, oh, my God.
That was his day.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. All right, so the next game, the 4:30 game, Baltimore Ravens going into Cleveland, playing the Browns. This was a sad score, 13-3. Browns came away with the victory. There's really not much to say about this game. I mean,
they need Lamar back.
You got a rusty quarterback. You got a backup quarterback. You got two defenses that, I mean, seem to be able to handle themselves, but they haven't been, like, stellar on either side of the ball, the last, I would say, few weeks or so. So,
only one touchdown scored in this game. Kind of crazy to see with all the potential talent they have. Mark Andrews kind of silent. Right. Just Deshaun Watson still, like, he still hasn't found his rhythm yet, but
yeah.
They're definitely missing Lamar. The Ravens are for sure. Looks like Cincinnati might just walk away with the division at this point.
Oh yeah, yep. We'll get to them, but yeah, it looks like dude, they know when to get it done.
Yeah, they're hot.
All right. So next up was that 8:15 game. The Miami Dolphins going into Buffalo. Cold, windy, chilly air, Buffalo. You guys had the Dolphins. I said the slight edge was going to go to the Bills, with it being cold and in Buffalo. And it looked like that was just about it because this was a close one. 32-29. Dolphins actually had the lead there in the fourth, and Josh Allen brought them back. Quite literally, Josh Allen himself, man. Just getting things done on the ground when he needed to.
Yeah, I can't say the weather was too much of a factor because it didn't look to bother them too much. They were able to score as effectively as they usually do, but it was in a different way. Tua didn't do all the work. They had Mostert doing a lot of the carrying and stuff like that. But Josh Allen again pulls it out the end. Dawson Knox, nice little touchdown in the fourth quarter.
Yep,
clinched it up. It was a good game.
Dude, I mean, the winds picked up and the snow started coming down like right in the fourth quarter. Like that was crazy. Like you almost like could just feel it change. You're like, okay, you know what? The Bills are just gonna come out and
I thought the way the stadium was looking in the morning because there was already heavy rainfall or snowfall that they were going to end up canceling or postponing the game, but they got it figured out.
Yeah. Yep. Sure did. All right. All right. So on the Sunday, first game on our slot here was the Eagles going into Chicago playing the Bears. We all had Philly winning this game. Thought it was going to be a blowout. I kind of thought it was. But what was it? 25-20. Eagles come away with the victory. You guys are now 13-1. Jalen Hurts, man.
It was actually a close game, like the whole time.
Jalen Hurts had a couple close ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also made some big play down the sideline to A.J. Brown. Huge catch, huge pass. Now, it wasn't a touchdown score, but it was like a nice 45-yarder. Devonta Smith had a bunch of, 30, 40-yard gains. Jalen Hurts was making it happen even after those picks. And even though he didn't throw a touchdown, my man still ended up with all the rushing touchdowns, still putting in the end zone, making sure he, finishes off the drive. So,
believe me, I know. A guy I was going up against in fantasy had him, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. They can't just stop him? Like, jeez.
But Justin Fields, man, Justin Fields is good.
He left
the game early, but they called that touchdown back when he was spinning down the sideline, juking, stiff arm, man. He was doing everything he could.
I mean, obviously, as a Cowboys fan, I was rooting for him to get in there, but just as a football fan, that just escaping that sack and then making that happen, I wish he would have scored because that would have been one of the top plays of the year. That was wild.
It was even without the score, I'd still put it top 10 right now. That was a very good play.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
You
guys were able to hold it off though. Now I saw the one pick that Jalen Hurts threw. He was trying to throw to AJ Brown. Was the other one him trying to throw to AJ Brown also? Because I bet if you go back, I bet you most of his picks are when he tries to throw it to AJ Brown.
Possibly.
I mean, I guess that's not even a hot take or anything either, because he gets most of the targets anyways. So
yeah, I can't say
make
for
sense,
sure,
right?
I think that one was to Quez.
When you go 9 for 181, 9 catches, 181 yards, I ain't mad. You're probably gonna get a pick in there somewhere. That's aggressive.
That wasn't. Yeah, that's not. I don't think that reflects anything on AJ Brown. I just mean he tries to force it to him sometimes because he's a big body.
Yeah.
He the 50-50 ball with him is probably coming down with him 70-30.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe 100%. Maybe 100%.
Okay. I wouldn't go that far, but okay. All right. Next game. Atlanta Falcons going into New Orleans, playing the Saints. 21-18. Saints come away with a win. They're both 5-9 now. I mean, these two teams are not. It's not exciting to watch either one of them. Andy Dalton's still slinging the ball. I don't know what's going on over there.
You know what the funniest thing about them both being 5-9 is? They're only one game behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the division title.
I really hope that the Buccaneers continue to lose because I want one of those two teams. I do not want Tampa Bay when they're getting healthy. The game script is just freaking perfect for him. I'm going to lose my shit if he goes and makes it to the Super Bowl. I'm going to lose it.
I'm telling you. I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now. They're 8-9. They're going to get home field week 1, and whoever plays them is not going to have a fun game.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see it. If Leonard Fournette somehow goes in and scores 3 touchdowns some way, I'm gonna lose my shit.
And actually, the way the standings go right now, I actually think you would play the Buccaneers.
We would. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly why I said that. I do not want them. I don't want it.
Yep.
What do they have left? Who do they play? Who's their next 3 games?
But, well, yeah. Yep, we would have them.
Cardinals. Wait, what?
Cardinals?
What's that?
I'm reading this wrong. I clicked on the wrong button. I don't know.
They play the Cardinals on Christmas. That's right.
Yeah, but then on 1-1.
Oh, the Bucks. Yeah.
Panthers on 1-1, and then Falcons. I mean, they They can win 2 out of 3 of them games pretty easy, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Cardinals, Panthers, Falcons. They actually could win all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could.
Or they should win all
And
3.
2 of
Let
them
me
are
say that.
division games, so they're big.
Yeah, they should win all 3. But yeah, those 2 games at the end are huge.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's still back to the original statement. Like Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints are maybe 1.5. They're the 1 or 1.5 games behind first place for the division. Insane.
All right, next game. Detroit Lions going into New York, playing the New York Football Jets. 20-17 was the final score. Lions win that game.
Let's go, Detroit.
Dude, I'm loving it, man. I want to continue to see them have success. As much as I dogged Jared Goff when he was with the Rams, he's getting it done with this Lions team. Like,
hey, they were 1-6, 7-7 now, baby.
You know, it was when we first started this. Yeah, that was when they first started. Like, just kind of they were putting up points, right? But they started stacking them wins, and I think we all agree. Like Dan Campbell, he's that coach, man. He's that guy. Like that's so cool to see him rallying that team.
I think everyone wants to play for a coach like that, so that's probably where all the buy-in's coming from.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, Detroit.
That was a crazy ending, though. That was a crazy ending. I mean, I don't know how. A lot of these games were. Well, there was 12 games, but for within one score, I think. I think it was like a record in NFL history in a single week.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Stat. That's crazy, though. Games. I mean, it sounds accurate because it was a crazy weekend.
Yeah. I think there was 12 games that were within one score. I think it was a record. Pretty sure I heard that on ESPN.
Yeah.
Yesterday. What do we got next here? All right, we had Pittsburgh going into Carolina, playing the Panthers. We all had the Panthers, actually. That final score, 24-16, Steelers come away with a victory. Man, you know, I feel like I picked the Steelers to win a couple weeks ago, and they did, and then I wasn't convinced, so I just felt like I couldn't pick them again, and that's 2 weeks in a row they've had wins, right? Yeah.
I feel like Carolina lost just because they couldn't run the football. That's the only reason.
Right, and that's the only way they've been winning, though, is when they run the football.
16 carries for 21 yards. Like, that's not going to win you a football game. Doesn't matter against two.
And Najee Harris actually had a decent game, too. 24 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Like, he hasn't been himself this year.
Right.
And he had a pretty decent game, so he was able to take a little bit of that stress off of Mitch Trubisky. But it looks like Kenny Pickett's coming back this week.
I don't know. They should leave Trubisky in.
Yeah, Trubisky's one of them.
Leave him in.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in Pittsburgh, so
yeah,
they're winning, but I still don't have any faith with them.
All right. Next up, we have the Dallas Cowboys going into Jacksonville, playing the Jaguars. Oh, this is a sad one for me to review again.
All I can say is, oof, brother.
Yeah, oof is right. Dude, do they not even want to show the recap? Where is the? Oh, there it is. Yeah, 40-34. Jaguars win it. They're now 6-8. Cowboys dropped to 10-4. They that was a meltdown there on the defensive side in the second half. Not much for me. Not much for me to say there. Trevor Lawrence actually had a pretty decent game, like the whole game.
Yeah.
He just, he had a couple mistakes.
I'm not gonna lie. I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars to win simply because I felt like Houston should have won last week's game, regardless of how they got there. I felt like they should have won. And I felt like Jacksonville is a good enough team because they're better than Houston, a good enough team to execute that same kind of play style, and they pulled through. Maybe it was ugly, but
right,
they pulled it out.
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's pretty disappointing when they. I don't understand how you can dump the ball off to Evan Ingram. And he has 9 yards to get out of bounds. And the defender is you can tell he's kind of wrapping him up to kill a little bit of time. But then he's like, oh crap, he's getting a little closer out of bounds. I got to tackle him. And then he doesn't. That right there is what did it. That right there is what did it. Gave him it basically handed him another timeout. It's hey, go down and kick field goal.
Yeah, but Doug Peterson pulls through. He's still an Eagle at heart.
Dude,
gives us
he's still an Eagle at heart. Get out of here. Oh, my God. Get that noise out of here. I don't need to hear that. We didn't lose to the Eagles. We lost to the Jaguars, all right? We lost to the Eagles a few weeks ago, all right?
Ask Doug Peterson what ring he wears. Has an eagle on it, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I will say this, though. I am getting sick and tired of talking about the Cowboys letting off the gas. They clearly came out of that half. They were in control of that game. That's ridiculous because they did the same thing with the Packers. I'm not going to lose faith in them because that same exact thing happened twice. If they let it happen again before they get into the playoffs, then I'm going to lose all faith in them this year. But I you know what I mean? You just can't let it off the gas. I feel like that's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. The Houston Texans were literally, and we talked about it last week, how they shouldn't have been that close of a game, but they were literally there. They were right there. And Jacksonville was right there too. They're a better team, and they're able to execute on that. So
right. I mean, it was definitely different circumstances, but because the Jaguars were actually playing good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I hear you. All right, enough of that sad story. The last 1:00 game, Kansas City Chiefs playing the Houston Texans.
Look at there they are again,
dude. We talked about this before, though. That's why I wasn't that down on that game. Obviously they weren't playing good, but here, dude, they were in this game with the Chiefs. Come on, we talked about this when we first started this podcast, man. Remember when we were looking at those games? I was like, dude, they're in every single game. Mm-hmm. They're just super unlucky, and they just don't have enough, talent on that team.
You can just look at the team stats on this game, and it's actually disgusting of how much more offense Kansas City had.
Oh my God, they had over 500 yards, right? Of total offense.
Yeah, and Houston has 200 total offense, and how close the game is.
Right.
If Houston could get not even a star player, but a couple role players, a decent wide receiver, some linemen, a defensive, they can actually. I'm not saying win the division, but they could be a almost 500 team maybe next year.
Right. Yeah.
And Kansas City showed they're not immortal essentially by almost letting the Houston Texans beat them.
Dude, I exactly. I mean, yeah, that's crazy. But dude, let's talk about McKinnon, man. This guy.
What do you need him to do? Run, block, catch, coach from the sideline. What you need?
Got you.
Coach the O-line.
Yeah, what you need?
Oh man,
he's definitely.
I can't believe it went to overtime though.
He's become one of Pat Mahomes' favorite targets in the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. On to the 4:00 games. Arizona Cardinals going into Denver playing the Broncos. I wasn't going to be tuning into that game. I could barely get through the highlights, to be honest.
Hey, at least there's no Russell Wilson memes this week.
Yeah, right. Broncos come away with the win, 24-15. Ripping in there at QB. Latavius Murray getting the majority of the carries. I don't know.
Yeah,
DeAndre
Arizona
Hopkins wasn't doing much.
Yeah, I
on the
think
Cardinals.
Arizona without what's his name,
Kyler Murray.
low guy, Kyler Murray. Yeah, they just can't. They tried out 2 quarterbacks yesterday, McSorley. They got some stuff to figure out.
There's so much
Oh, yeah.
talent.
Especially if he's
Definitely.
not coming back. Especially if Murray's not coming back.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh no, he's definitely not. But yeah, exactly. Or you mean not coming back like next year?
No, like for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, no, he's out the rest of the season. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is he?
confirmed.
It's confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah, he tore his ACL, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
really?
that was a non-contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
He's done.
those are usually worse than just
I know.
non-contact.
Yeah, he might be questionable to return at the very beginning of next year, to be honest.
Yeah.
So listen to this though, dude. This is their first win since October.
Jesus.
Like I mean, we talk about it all the time, but this is just crazy. The expectations coming into this season and seeing where the Broncos are sitting at right now is just embarrassing.
Unexpected.
Right, completely
Very
unexpected. I mean, yeah. All right. Enough of that one. Next game, New England Patriots going into Las Vegas, dude. Another wild game. I mean, I can't. You know what this week is? I'm gonna have to pause here for a second. This week reminds me of the playoffs last year, where it's like every game is like close and is coming down to the last second, and like miracle plays are happening left or right. Like it just reminds me of the playoffs last year. Pretty wild. I mean, if you don't know already, the Raiders won the game. God, that is just wild and the most unexpected play I've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't really know what that was.
It was a great fumble.
Why the decision was made.
Ooh.
Why he just didn't go to overtime. Did the coach say, hey, we're going to lateral this to the end zone? Like, I wasn't in the huddle. I don't know. It looked crazy. No, unnecessary, in my opinion. Completely unnecessary.
Right. Yep. Nope. Jacoby Myers, he said after the game, I guess, or sometime after the game, he said he just didn't see the defender there. It's the only reason why he threw it. It's like, dude, why are you doing it in the first place, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I don't even
even
know
if
why
he wasn't there.
lateral
Like-
either. Like, just go down, dude. End the quarter.
Well, right. Yeah. No idea. I mean, so let's just back up and just say, hey, let's say, that they were down. Like even if they were down, like Mac Jones is the only one back there. You think that boy's going to be able to outrun anybody? That dude, he doesn't run really. I mean, he reminds me of like Eli Manning. Like he looks like he should be kind of fast, but he is slow. Like oh man, that was just embarrassing. That's 2 weeks in a row that a quarterback got stiff armed to the ground for a touchdown. It happened to Russell Wilson last week.
Yeah.
Mac Jones this week. That's funny.
Yeah, actually, the play is on my screen right now. I'm just rewatching it. I'm going to say Jacoby Myers doesn't play for the New England Patriots next year.
I would
Bill
love
Belichick,
to see,
he's gone. He's gone.
Do you think Bill Belichick has spoken a word to him since then?
That would be the
Or do you-
greatest.
They probably haven't even held practice yet.
That
Bill's
would
like, you know what, guys, don't even show up. I don't even want to look at your faces.
the
I'm
greatest coaching conversation to ever sit in on.
Oh,
Bill
Yeah.
Belichick and Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, be the fly on the wall in that one. It'd be
Yeah.
ugh. All right. Next game here. We had the Titans going into Los Angeles playing the Chargers. 17-14, pretty low scoring game. I didn't see that happening. I figured the Chargers would come out and, come away with, at least 2 touchdowns per half. I mean, I just seemed like they were getting their stuff together. Titans haven't necessarily been, super scary on defense.
Yeah. I picked the Chargers on this one thinking it was going to be like 30-something to 7.
Right. Yep.
They actually kept it in there. The Tennessee defense.
Yeah.
Look, I'm reading an interesting stat right now, and I know I've picked on him before, but Robert Woods, 2022 stats: 40 catches, 40 receptions for 418 yards, 1 touchdown. The reason I bring this up is because the leading receiver for the Titans last week was Derrick Henry, who was also their leading rusher. Like, where is this Robert Woods guy? You let AJ Brown go to pick up Robert Wood. Like, I don't understand it, and it drives me wild that they're winning their division. Like, I cannot stand it.
They literally have 0 wide receiver talent.
Yeah. I listened to another podcast, and the guy was like, he was talking about how, one of the guys he knows, he had to leave the game like a little bit earlier, but like when he was leaving the tunnel or something like that, one of the guys he was talking to gave him a pair of gloves, and he was like, they were Robert Woods gloves, and what the guy, like, somebody said, he's like, did you smell them? Did they smell bad? He goes, well, I didn't think to smell them, but we were making fun of how small they were. I mean, with him being a professional wide receiver and all, they're kind of small. And then he's like, and then I thought about it some more or something like that. And he's like, he hasn't really needed to use them much this year either, though. So they probably don't smell that bad.
That's what I was about to say. They probably don't even have scuff marks on them yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be unbelievable if he wanted to tell somebody they were like in-game gloves. Like, yeah, sure, okay.
What game? The two receptions for 12-yard game?
Yeah, right. Man. Well, what do we got next? The last 4:30 game. Cincinnati Bengals going into Tampa Bay, playing the Bucks. I mean, we all had the Bengals winning it. Came away with the win. That game was interesting to say the least. 34-23. And Tom Brady and the Bucks, man.
They were up.
They were.
Yeah.
They were up 17-3 at half.
Joe Burrow hit the cigar at halftime, said, I'm doing it.
Yep, Joe Cool. Joe Cool came out. Not today, Tom.
Not today.
The other Joe didn't do much. They didn't run the ball.
I was gonna say the defense is what came up for them there. I mean, and that's scary, dude. If you have that team and the defense is firing all cylinders, like if they can do that, game in and game out. I mean, they can make it to the end again.
Yeah, Bengals are looking scary a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say so.
They're getting hot at the right time. They're winning games. Pretty light schedule the rest of the year. Like, I don't know,
dude. Everybody was dogging him about how, like, he's taking all these sacks again. That offensive line is terrible. It's like, dude, they brought in like 2 or 3 new people. Like, they're good offensive linemen. Like, they needed some time together. Had a couple injuries here and there. I mean,
I think it was big because they had just won the Super Bowl and what's his face got sacked 9 times week 1. So,
right.
Everyone's on high alert. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are they going to be able to do this?
Right. But I mean, again, they need some time to play together and understand their tendencies and, get their, their calls right. So,
yeah.
But, they're definitely, they're figuring it out now. Tampa Bay's really having some meltdowns here, as of late.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Sunday night game. New York Giants going into Washington playing the Commanders. We all had the Commanders winning this game, and they probably should have if it weren't for the referees.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean,
they have no influence on the game. That's a crazy statement.
Yeah, right. No influence on the game. That's yeah, dude. There were some crazy calls on multiple games. That Vikings game, I mean, there was multiple calls there on both sides. I mean, this game, obviously, the 2 calls at the end of the game, or the 1 call and then the no call, I should say. Like, dude, that was pass interference all day long. He was draped over that boy. Curtis Samuel was like right there.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about
Yep.
this game. I thought
Yep.
Washington was going to walk away with it like scotch free, but apparently not.
Yep.
Saquon gets a touchdown, hands the ball to the Commanders fans. Like that's the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. But do your thing.
I know, right?
I watched it. I almost rewinded it. Like, did he just hand the ball to a Commanders fan? That's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that from him. Like, I wonder if he just was having a weird moment where he didn't realize that he was giving it to a
He was
Commanders
just pumped.
fan.
Yeah, he was just pumped. I don't know.
Yeah, because he's a pretty stand-up guy. Like, I wouldn't expect that from him. I mean, I'd expect it from someone like Darren Sproles or someone like that.
Darren Sproles. Hey, he said he could come back and punt return for us.
Oh my God, I would love to see it.
Get another ring real quick.
Oh, yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know. It could
He
happen.
might be what we need.
I hate to say it. It could happen, though. All right, we had that final game on Monday night. Los Angeles Rams going into Green Bay. We all had Green Bay winning this game. I mean, yep. Not much to say. I mean, going into Green Bay is tough this time of year, right? I mean, that definitely gives them the edge. 24-12. Aaron Rodgers threw for over 200 yards, touchdown. Aaron Jones getting it done on the ground, but I mean, that AJ Dillon, man, that guy, they complement each other pretty well. So
Yeah,
when they get going together, that's a tough team to beat.
They literally remind me of like the first year when Kareem Hunt went with Nick Chubb to the Browns.
Yep.
That combo.
Yeah.
They play well together.
I think Packers have a lot to play for. They're not ruled out of the playoffs yet, of the 7th spot, so they could still sneak in there technically. By the
Technically,
numbers.
yeah, I was gonna say they had they got a slim chance, but yeah, they could.
Yeah,
I'd have to look at their remaining games.
Yeah, there's a situation where they still make 7th seed. So
I think the
Right.
Lions have to start
I
losing,
still
though,
like Green Bay.
for that to happen.
Good win for Aaron Rodgers and the boys.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield goes from MVP one week to can't throw the ball next week. That's just in Baker fashion. I love it.
All right. Let's see here. So, as you can see here at the bottom, Pat and Mike, you guys both had 12 correct this week, hitting on 70% of your games. I had 11, 69%.
Ching, ching.
If we jump over the overall standings here, Pat and I are tied now, and Mike not far behind us.
Hey, at one point it was 8 games.
I
Now I'm
know.
right there.
Climbing.
I know, man.
Got 3 weeks left.
Let's all talk about it, Mike. You finally got one wrong on Sunday night.
Look, here's what happened. What happened was
I know exactly what happened.
Pat picked first.
Yep.
I agreed.
That's the problem. You agreed.
That 90% still looks. That's still an A. That's still an A.
I mean, out of all my primetime games, I got a 70 on Sunday nights. You didn't follow me on a Thursday or a Monday.
That's right.
That's crazy, though.
That's true. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, we're not as accurate on the primetime games. Actually, we were doing better on the primetime games. We've been kind of slipping on them lately.
It's that fan factor, dude.
Right?
We look at the analytics of the teams too much.
Fan factor.
It's that publicity.
All right, man. On to week 16. Here we go. A lot on the line for some of these teams. That first Thursday night game, a couple days away. Jacksonville going into New York playing the Jets. I mean, you know how I feel about the Jets. That defense plays pretty well. Jaguars are looking good though. You want me to start it off this week? You want me to pick first? Switch up a little bit.
Go ahead. Let it rip.
Is Mike White coming back? I I think he actually might be. But you know what? Jacksonville played pretty damn good football this past week, and I think they might carry it over into this game. I think I might switch my pick though if Mike White comes back, because that team did look pretty decent without him. I think with Mike White, I think Mike White would have made some more of those plays that Zach Wilson couldn't. But I'm gonna have to go with the Jaguars.
I don't care if
They've
it's
already
Zach
ruled it
Wilson, Joe Flacco, Mike White, Joe Namath. I don't care. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, sorry to ruin your guys' Thursday night, but I'm going with the Jags also. Trevor Lawrence is rolling hot. That offense
All right.
is really good.
All right. Shall see. All right, man. We got quite a few Saturday games here. Christmas Eve, first 1:00 game. We have listed here Atlanta Falcons going in playing the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh God,
Pat, what do you got?
God.
Yes. I love when he's looking at a Ravens game.
the Ravens, man. I like. Oh,
9-5. You know how they get 9-5.
For this to be on Christmas Eve is just a bad call by the NFL. You're gonna ruin so many Christmases. I'm gonna go with the Dirty Birds. Give me the Ravens at home.
Damn. He said Dirty Birds. I thought that was the Atlanta Falcons.
Even with
I don't know. I guess he's pointing them the Dirty Birds now.
All right. Here's what I got. Ravens suck. Atlanta sucks. Tyler Algier. I really don't know how to pronounce his name, so I apologize if he watches the if he watches the show, I apologize. Just text me. We'll get it straightened out.
Right.
But he had a great week last week. I'm going to roll with that momentum. Give me the real Dirty Birds, Atlanta Falcons.
Right? I love that. Yeah. Not only did you call the Ravens the Dirty Birds, but they're playing the fucking Dirty Birds. I like it. Hey, you know what? Low key, you're just trying to be disrespectful to the Falcons. I get it. Yeah, Desmond Ridder. He actually he looked like he was just okay. I mean, I don't see him like putting it all together in week 2 of him starting. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens here. Next up, what we got here? We got Buffalo Bills going into Chicago. Bears played a pretty decent game against you guys, but he did leave a little early, right?
Yeah. Fields, I'm assuming you're talking about.
Yeah, Justin Fields. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. I mean, Bills came away with that pretty big victory against the Dolphins. I don't think the Bears are gonna be able to edge this one out. Give me the Bills.
I don't know what the status is on Justin Fields, but I do think that's a big factor in this game. I think Chicago could win this game, but I got to play it safe because we're so close. It's almost end of the season. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
I think a lot of things got to go right for them, but yeah. Yeah, the Buffalo Bills defense has been a little suspect at times, though. So they could easily. Yeah,
outside of last week, they were struggling a couple games.
Their defense started the year really hot, the Bills, and it hasn't looked good the last few weeks. I want to take the Bears so bad in this game.
I'm telling you, they might sneak it, boy.
If Justin Fields doesn't start, it's a whole different game. The man has 1,000 rushing yards this season as a QB.
And missed a couple games.
Give me 1 second. Justin Fields.
Give me 1 second.
Playing? Is he playing?
What's the status?
Yo, give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Oh my God, you're taking the Bears.
I'm not even mad, dude. I'm not even mad. I like it.
All right. Hey, your old team, Cincinnati Bengals, Pat, going into New England playing the Patriots. The New England meltdown Patriots.
That's crazy calling him his old team.
I am on.
Dude, when I first met Pat, he was a Bengals fan, I'm pretty sure.
He was.
I was.
He 100% was.
Like, that was when we had MySpace, and I'm pretty sure you had Bengals Tiger in the background. You were rocking the Bengals one in the background.
Yes, I was.
I mean, maybe you were going back, in between that and like Jessica Alba or something like that. But I know the Bengals was in the background at some point.
That's great.
I was a Bengals fan. And that's why they're gonna take. I'm taking him for this game. Joe Burrow's gonna. He's gonna. I don't think Bill Belichick's shutting that team down. They have too many weapons.
Yeah, right. I mean, and even that defense just comes out and like has themselves a game when they need to.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. They just won pretty much with their defense last week. Even when they play bad, they play well. So they're getting hot at the right time. I got to take the Bengals.
Yeah. Yep. Bengals all the way. I mean, the Patriots just look, pretty mediocre in all facets of the game every week. So, I mean, they were in that game against another team that's been struggling. So I don't see them, putting up much of a fight with the Bengals. So, Detroit going into Carolina, playing the Panthers. I'm tired of even thinking the Panthers are a decent team. I'm taking the Lions. I've gotten duped by the Panthers like 2 or 3 times now. It's not happening anymore. Panthers are done. They're losing out.
Losing out? Now, that's kind of crazy.
No, I don't think so. I think that dude, if you watch some of that game, it's just like I feel like some players are just giving up. Like, it's just.
So I had the Detroit Lions sneaking into 7th seed last week, but the Giants ended up winning and screwing up all my plans for my picks. So the Giants are going to lose this week, and Detroit's going to win this week, and then they're going to slide in to that 7th seed. Dude, give me the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Lions. Oh, this is the hard one. The next one's the hard one.
All right, Pat. Got the Texans, who just put up a good fight. The Chiefs went to overtime. Ultimately, they lost, but I think it was a moral victory for them. They're going in playing the Tennessee Titans.
The Houston Texans have been putting up good fight after good fight. And for Christmas this year, they're beating the Tennessee Titans. Give me
wow. That is bold. Like it.
Is it even more bold when Mike picks the Houston Texans too to take down the Tennessee Titans?
I was actually on the fence with this. I'm going to go against you guys just because I am on the fence with it. Titans are going to come out. You know what? I'm even going to go as far as to say Robert Woods is going to score a touchdown this week.
Dude, his second one in week 16, dude. That's
going to
crazy.
happen.
Start him in your fantasy lineups. He's a wide receiver 1 this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
If you're playing in the playoffs, start Robert Woods.
Well, not only did my Cowboys lose, but this may be the first time ever since I started fantasy football where I lost in the first round of all my leagues.
Oh!
All of them. I lost all of them. Only one of them was close, too. Only one of them was close. And it was because of Mason Crosby. Or not Mason Crosby. What the? Mason Crosby. Yeah, no.
Mason Crosby.
Mason, what is his name? Yeah, what the kicker for the Packers. Why am I blanking on his name?
Crosby.
That's Crosby.
Is it Crosby?
Yes.
Why am I? Yeah, okay. Well, all right, I got it right. I don't know why I was thinking that was wrong. But, yeah.
You good, bro?
I guess I'm not. guess I'm not. I mean, dude, it hit me hard this week, all right? I lost in 3 leagues in the playoffs where I had some decent teams, and my Cowboys melted down. So, like, yeah, no, I'm still
– boy.
I did have a rough week. You know what was a worse week than this was a few years ago when the Cowboys lost in the playoffs and then the Oregon Ducks lost to Ohio State in the championship. Like, that was the worst week ever.
Oh, this sounds pretty close to number one. That's crazy.
All right, this next game, New Orleans Saints going into New Orleans, going into Cleveland, playing the Browns. I'm on the fence with this one too. I could see this going either way. I'm gonna go with the Browns though. I mean, you're seeing glimpses of Deshaun Watson looking like he's putting together some of those magic plays. Why are you looking like that, Mike? Did you watch any of the game? You see glimpses of it. There was a couple drop balls that were not his fault. They were right in their hands.
Put Jacoby Brissett back.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Dude, Deshaun Watson's still athletic, man. He's got to get it together here soon.
I'm actually disappointed in the Saints this season because I feel
Me
like
too.
they have so much talent, it just hasn't clicked. They're like the Raiders of this season, also.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Saints keep getting in some of these games because of those weird gadget plays with Taysom Hill. Like,
Well, not every team laterals in the fourth quarter before overtime, so I don't know how many more wins the Raiders are going to get. But anyway, the Cleveland Browns had a huge rival victory last week. Give me the Cleveland Browns.
I'm also going Cleveland Browns. I just talked about how the Saints haven't been able to click with all their talent they have. I think the Browns rushing is going to run all over this team. The Saints defense does not look good this season.
all right, Pat. Giants going into Minnesota.
I'm feeling some
playing
type
the
of way
Vikings.
about this game because I'm picking up Daniel Jones to start fantasy this week, so I need him to drop at least 30 points on these boys. But I mean,
Pat, you're Mr. Stats guy. Check to see if the Vikings have still given up the most passing yards.
Probably. You look.
Because I think that might be a good pickup for you. Daniel Jones is going to win you your second playoff game. I can see it happening. Watch him run for like 60 yards rushing, 3 passing touchdowns, probably 1 or 2 picks still, but that'll be all right.
So defense, passing yards. The Tennessee Titans are giving up more now.
Oh, all right.
Per game. 284 a game. The Vikings are at 278.
Dang it. And I've just picked the Titans. Davis Mills is going to come and throw 350 yards on him. Damn it.
I hope so, dude. I hope it.
I hope. Oh, man.
Even giving up that, I think the Minnesota Vikings win this football game. That offense is insane.
I know I said earlier when I talked about the Detroit Lions that the Giants were going to lose this week, but I actually have the Giants winning this game in Minnesota. Give me the Giants.
Mike, I'm right there with you, buddy. Daniel Jones is going to come in and have himself an MVP day on that atrocious defense.
The Vikings were exposed last week in a half. Obviously, they cleaned it up. They made adjustments. But I think the Giants are better than the Colts. They can withstand all onslaught, whatever you want to call it. They'll win the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Giants coming away winning. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can say they were exposed. I mean, teams have been doing it to them all year. They've been getting lucky in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I guess you can say they're getting exposed again. I mean, they're just validating the exposure from all year, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I like it. I
don't know where we lost Pat.
What?
Nah.
I lost it. I don't see his video.
Oh, you don't? I see him. He's on mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're moving.
Oh,
He's
all right.
bobbing, he's weaving, he's getting ready to hit him with the uppercut.
Oh, Mike, don't.
He's like, boof.
Yeah, it just
All
looks
right.
weird on my screen.
What we got next here? We got Seattle Seahawks going in, playing the Chiefs in Kansas City. Chiefs just had a close one with the Texans in overtime. But they did put up a lot of yards. They just had some unfortunate plays here and there. Seahawks are kind of sputtering. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, as much as I want to say in Geno we trust, Kansas City's just an all-around better team in every facet of the game. They're not at home, so I can't even use Seattle's home field advantage because Kansas City also has great home field atmosphere as well. So
they do.
City.
Kansas City Chiefs have put up 6,000 yards, 414 points this year. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, that's impressive, isn't it? Dude, they clinched their division, right?
Yeah.
7 years in a row. That's crazy.
I mean, when you have an ex-Eagle coaching you,
Yeah, ex-Eagle coaches just the Grim Reaper, dude. They just go, they just take down everybody.
Did he win 7 years in a row with the Eagles? I don't think so. Yeah. Did he win the division 7 years in a row?
He went to the playoffs probably 7 in a row.
But that's why we said ex-Eagle.
Yeah.
You don't get it while you're coaching; you get it after you leave. Yeah. So Sirianni's going to be a great coach in like 10 years.
He took what he learned here and he's applying it elsewhere.
I think you bring that up. I think Nick Sirianni. I think he is. Oh man, I'm drawing blanks tonight. Terrible. The Dolphins coach. What is his name? The Dolphins coach. I forget. I feel like he's his uncle. That's his nephew.
Come on, Mike McDaniel?
No.
McDaniel's is in the Raiders?
Yeah, no. The Dolphins' new coach. The young guy. I feel
Mike
like
McDaniel's the Dolphins head coach.
Is that his name, Mike McDaniel?
Yeah.
He literally looks like Pat Riley.
Why did I feel like he well, all right. I am losing my shit this week.
It was Brian Flores before.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I feel like they're related, though. Nick Sirianni, and I think they're related, and I think Sirianni's the uncle, and Mike's the nephew, because they look kind of similar, and they both are just goofy as hell. Like, I love it. Who's up? Me?
No, I think it's me.
I think it was Pat.
Oh, no, it's Pat. Yeah. Okay.
We got for the next game?
Washington Commanders going into San Francisco playing the Niners. Red Hot Niners.
I gotta go with Q's Niners.
Yep.
They're looking good. The Commanders let me down last week. The offense was not clicking.
Yeah, I can't keep going against the 49ers. I got to pick the 49ers. Just they're better in every facet of the game.
I know. I told you as soon as that McCaffrey trade went, I was like, dude, this team is going to be unstoppable. I mean, even with Debo out, they were fine.
It's scary because that team has had so many injuries over the last few years, and they just keep winning games.
Right, because that defense is solid, and I mean,
it's Kyle Shanahan, dude.
He is a mastermind. I was gonna say, yeah, Shanahan is a mastermind, man. He just got it down.
Yep.
All right.
Game of the year.
4:30 game, man. Philly.
We already talked about the game of the year, Atlanta versus Ravens.
Yeah.
The Dirty Bird.
The Dirty Birds are gonna win. I'm a little irritated that it's they're not gonna be completely healthy on both sides of the ball, or both sides of the field, I should say. Obviously Jalen Hurts is banged up. We lost a few key players on defense this last week to the Jaguars. Just sucks. I hope we see each other in the playoffs. But I think the Cowboys are going to get some redemption on you guys in this game. Coming into Dallas. Dallas is, I think they're tired of letting off the gas in these games. They're not going to let it happen against you guys. It's not happening. Mike, tell me why the Eagles are winning this game.
Because it doesn't matter if it's Jalen Hurts or Gardner Minshew. The Eagles are just an all-around, more complete team. We're going to take the sweep, Philadelphia Eagles.
So in true Eagles style, Gardner Minshew is going to run for 100 yards against the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. You wanted a hot take. There's the hot take.
You like Cowboys.
All I heard was Minshew was going for negative yards
100
and losing to the Cowboys. Here's my hot take. Micah Parsons is going to knock him out of the game too, and then your backup quarterback's going to be in. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. I look forward to it.
I'm leaving work early. I work till 5. I'm leaving work. I don't even care.
Yeah,
I'm watching the game.
Yeah.
This is the biggest game of my life. I'm watching the game.
You know, I will say this though. There's like a part of me that says, you know what? I kind of do hope that the Cowboys lose a close one to you guys because I don't see you guys beating us 3 times in a row. Because we will see you in the playoffs, baby. We will see you in the playoffs.
But on the other side of that, how bittersweet would it be to actually get fully swept 3 times by the same division rival?
It won't happen because it doesn't go that way. We sweep you guys. You don't sweep us.
Exactly. That's why it's time for a change.
That ain't happening this year, buddy.
We're going to find out on Saturday.
We are going to find out. I am nervous, man. There's too many injuries on both sides. This is going to be a wild game. I like it. All right, moving on, though. Las Vegas Raiders going in and playing the Steelers. This game is going to be exciting.
What? Who do you even pick?
I don't, dude. I'm not even going to stay up for this. Actually, you know what? I might watch it so that it does put me to sleep, so I can wake up, and it'd be Christmas.
This is Pat's pick, right?
Yeah, this is my pick.
It is Pat's pick.
This is my boy. I'm going with the Raiders.
That's right. He's going with the Raiders.
And you know what that means. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Exactly. I love it. Mike, let's go. I'm actually, I'm not, I'm believing a little more in the Steelers and the Raiders. Man, they squeaked out a lucky one against a crappy team. I think this is gonna be a close one too. But yeah, give the edge to the Steelers. That defense is gonna hopefully shut down Devontae Adams. Sunday, the first Sunday game, Green Bay Packers going into Miami playing the Dolphins. Miami's going to be back in their setting, and they're going to be firing on all cylinders. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be able to keep up with Tua and the rest of the gang.
Are you
Give me the Dolphins.
Are you going to slot all these Saturday games as Thursday in the prime time, or what are you going to do for the spreadsheet?
No.
Okay.
I just say put them on Sunday.
Because we have a Thursday game, so I'm going to leave that in there. And then, I guess I could throw the Saturday night game.
See, that's why I wasn't
prime time game. But I mean, as we have it right now, we're really just showing Thursday, Sunday night, and Monday night. So
I would just put it all under Sunday.
Yeah, just put it all under Sunday. Normal.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because y'all went against the Raiders. I thought you might think it was a primetime factor, but it's just a regular game when the Raiders.
No, it's just that you're high. You're sold very high on the Raiders, and underwhelming. I said Dolphins. I had them winning out a few weeks ago. They've been letting me down. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come back. with full vengeance. I know he won last week, but he's coming back ready to play. Give me Aaron Rodgers in Miami for the win.
Wow. Hey, it could happen. I mean, dude, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon. I mean, those two, man, that's a tough team to beat. But dude, Tua can scramble and throw it down the field too. So I think even if they get down, well, I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll see. I could see it going either way.
This one could go either way, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think the Dolphins are gonna turn around and hold it at home. Give me Miami.
All right.
Game of the week.
Here's another, game of the week. Denver Broncos playing the Rams in Los Angeles on Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bro,
Pat?
I'd rather watch the Atlanta Falcons than Ravens.
Yeah, me too.
Is Russell Wilson starting this week?
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
I was to say right being wins games. I don't
Yeah,
I don't
That's
know.
why I'm at.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Brett Ripien, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm going with the Denver Broncos. Back to
You gonna
back.
go with the
wins.
Broncos?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound too wild because I'm taking the Denver Broncos too.
Yeah, I mean they have a pretty decent defense, and I mean they are going against
Somebody.
the Rams, who somebody. Baker Mayfield.
I'm not a Mayfield fan at all.
It looks like Russell Wilson is starting as of right now. I am actually also going with the Broncos, though.
They both only have one win in their last 5 games. Both teams.
Right. But the Denver Broncos defense has been much better than the Rams, so that's why I'm giving the edge to the Broncos. It literally could go either way, though. Because neither team's going to be, all that exciting. It's not like one of them's going to come out and obliterate the other. Man, this next game's a little tough to pick too. No, I'm just kidding. Tampa Bay playing the Cardinals. Dude, the Cardinals just look like trash. Tom Brady, he's just been so up and down with his play. But I gotta say that he gets it done against this Cardinals defense. I think they're gonna. There's gonna be plenty of 3 and outs. I think Tom Brady, just by getting that many opportunities, he's gonna be able to get it done.
I said Tampa Bay was going to be 8-9. They need this win to get closer to that mark. Arizona is the perfect team to beat down because they're struggling. Give me Tampa Bay.
Hasn't I think Tom
Put it in
Brady's
Tampa
won.
Bay.
Oh, sorry. I was getting ready to say something about Arizona. Sorry. I think Tom Brady's won a couple Super Bowls in Arizona, so that's kind of like his home.
There's a couple stadiums that I feel like are Tom Brady's home.
I hate to screw up Christmas for y'all, but I'm also taking the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Okay.
on this Sunday night evening.
I know. Watch DeAndre Hopkins have 16 targets, 14 catches, 3 touchdowns for 200 yards. Like,
Hopefully you have
just feeding them. Come on, D-Hop. All right. Monday night game. Let's just let's end the week with another exciting game here. Los Angeles Chargers playing the Colts. I mean, the Colts can do what they did last time. It might be an exciting game because, I could see Justin Herbert, coming in and throwing 3 or 4 touchdowns and a half.
So, unfortunately, I think Matt Ryan's still going to be in seasonal depression from last week. So, I'm going with Los Angeles Chargers. I think Herbert is going to throw all over the Colts.
Yeah.
I'm taking. Hold on. I got to make sure I don't speak out of the wrong side of my mouth. Oh, that's right. The Chargers are 2-0 since Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are back on the field together. And they won 3 out of their last 5. Colts are kind of dookie. Jonathan Taylor was hurt last week. I don't even know what his status is. If he's playing not 100%. I got to take the Chargers.
He's out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they said he might be out for the rest of the season.
He's out the rest of the year. High ankle sprain, I think.
Yeah, the best player on the team's not playing. You know, it's
right. Yep. That's my point exactly. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams.
I would argue
Those are two 1-2s that are like they're tough to beat.
that Jonathan Taylor's not even the best on the team.
Jonathan Taylor's not the best on that team.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
I would take Pittman.
Michael Pittman is better than Jonathan Taylor.
Yes.
All right, can you turn this podcast? Turn the podcast.
I do like Michael Pittman. I mean, I drafted him in 2 weeks. He's a solid wide receiver. Like, he's good, but Jonathan Taylor is that dude, man. He proved it last year and this year. All right. Well, that wraps it up.
Wraps it up.
Week 16.
I need
Lot
one
of-
more
lot
win and
of,
swag.
What's that?
I'm taking the top this week.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I really thought I was going to gain 1 or 2 last week on you, but obviously a couple of those last-minute wins. I mean, I cannot believe that those were the games you picked, too, where those, like, they just flip-flopped right at the end. Like, I had you.
That Panthers game screwed me up this week.
Yeah.
We all did really good this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, we did. So, all right. Who wants to take us out?
Patty cakes.
All right, guys, that's our Week 16 picks. Like, subscribe, follow what Swag said, comment in the YouTube channel your favorite team. Let us know who you think's going to win the total wins for this season out of us.
Happy holidays from our family to yours.
Enjoy your Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas, everybody. We out. Peace.